Am I the asshole here for not firing the cleaning lady because my girlfriend asked me to? I, male 42, have a cleaning lady who comes over every other week. She's super hardworking, really nice, and I completely trust her. She comes while I'm at work and I get to come home to a clean house. The best feeling. One time, she told me she drank a can of Pepsi from my fridge and even asked if she could pay me back. I told her she 100% has my permission to take a break and eat and drink whatever she needs while she is here. Since then, she'll occasionally have a pop, a glass of juice, or once, she said she even had a piece of toast. She's never helped herself to any meals, snacks, or anything beyond that. My girlfriend, female 38, was over the other night and said that she saw my cleaning lady stealing from the fridge. I told her that she wasn't stealing, lol. She has my permission, and she's definitely not sitting around being lazy. She was taking a break. My girlfriend said that it's weird, unprofessional, and that it could lead to boundary crossing. I told her that I've known this woman for 2 years, and nothing like that has ever happened. Girlfriend thinks that I should fire her before it gets worse. Am I wrong for thinking, why change something that's been working perfectly fine? Am I being weird? In the comments, Bryce Katz says, "My wife used to be that cleaning lady. Cleaning an entire house in a few hours is fucking hard work. You're a good human. Your girlfriend, maybe not so much. Her mask seems to have slipped a bit. How people treat the help is telling." OP replies, "It is hard and she has multiple clients a day. I don't see how it's inappropriate to sit down and drink a glass of juice. It's not like she stole my dinner. Bruv, even if she stole your dinner, you've given her permission to help herself. I also get the feeling that if your cleaning lady did eat your dinner, then she would make sure it's replaced. Would your girlfriend do the same?" OP says, "Facts. The best feeling in the world is when you enter a clean house after a long day at work. Take my dinner. I don't care." My guess is that your girlfriend is jealous and uncomfortable with the friendly dynamic you have with your housekeeper. If you cave on this, it'll be a sign that she can define how you interact with others in your house. Say that you're fine with the dynamic, and if she continues to push, explain that now she's crossing a boundary and want to know why she's not respecting your preferences. OP replies, "The thing is, I hardly ever see her. She comes when I'm at work, and I send her the money online. E-transfer when I get home." Butter my pancakes, please replies to OP, "For some people, any person of the opposite sex can feel like a threat. Is your girlfriend the jealous type? Your cleaning lady, your place, your choice. I think that she's the one being weird about it." And OP says, "My girlfriend thinks it's weird. I don't understand what's so weird about it. My house is clean and she does a great job every time. That's all I care." I think the commenter is calling your girlfriend weird, not the cleaning lady. OP says, "I know. I meant I don't understand what's so weird about it, as my girlfriend argues." I don't understand what's so weird about it either, and I do think that it is a bit of a control issue with this girlfriend. I'm also of the mind that if people treat the hired help, the help, TM, bad, that is an indication of them being a flawed person. Like if you're rude to the McDonald's drive-thru people when they make an honest mistake but you blow the fuck up on them, you're not a good person. Take, for example, my friend's mum. We went through, she ordered 10 McNuggets. She didn't get her sauces in the bag. So she went inside and screamed at all of the staff. "How fucking dare they forget my sauce? What is wrong with you all? This happens every time. Fuck you guys." Like, just go and say, "Hey, you forgot my sauce. All right, thanks. I'm off. Bye." To me, that's the same level of intensity as the girlfriend getting jealous about the cleaning lady being like, "Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. She's still..." We talked about this. It's all good, girlfriend. She's allowed to have a drink every now and then. Chill out. So yeah, not the asshole here, OP. And now, onto the update. Okay, wow. I had no idea a silly debate between me and my girlfriend would blow up like this. I talked to her, and she said she thinks it's weird that my cleaning lady can grab something to eat or drink. She says it'd be better if she brought her own stuff. I was like, this woman goes to multiple clients a day. She can't be carrying around a whole suitcase of snacks on top of the vacuum, mop, and everything else. And it's not like she's raiding my whole fridge, so who cares? My girlfriend said that it just makes her uncomfortable. Then she asked why I even need a cleaning lady when I live in a 2-bedroom, and told me to just be an adult and clean your own place. She said I don't need a cleaning lady to mummy me. I was like, she's not mummying me. She's a huge help, and my place looks amazing after she leaves. Then she said when we move in or get married, the cleaning lady has to go because she doesn't like strangers in her house, and that I need to get off my ass and do my part. I told her I don't get her logic at all. She doesn't charge much. I can easily afford her, and my house looks great, so what's the issue? She kept going on about how I'm being lazy and acting like a man baby, and that I should act like an adult. I told her I'm 42, and for my 40th birthday, I hired a cleaning lady as a gift to myself because I want my free time to relax. And I'm not changing that. I honestly have no fucking clue what your problem is. I just don't get it. She hung up. Whatever. I'm honestly too old for this shit. I'm going to bed. Thanks, everyone. In the comments, Pale Worldliness says, sounds like the cleaning lady isn't the only one taking the trash out. Sometimes it does it itself. Quote, she kept going on about how I'm being lazy and acting like a man baby. The cleaning lady keeps his place clean and tidy, giving him more time and a better mood to do other things, while also providing her with a job. Isn't that a good thing? Quick question, was marriage even on the table before this? Sounds like a lot of assumptions going on here about the relationship, what a grown-up does when they have money to make their life better, and how to treat your employees. I'd stay far away from this lady. OP says, we did talk about it. And yes, she asked me if I want to get married one day, and I said yes. To her, or in general? OP says, in general. I have been married before. My son's a university student, first year, and lives on campus. His mum, my late wife, passed away when he was 6. Is your cleaning lady a hot lady, quote unquote? Because your girlfriend might be jealous. If not, there might be something that your girlfriend would usually do at your place that she couldn't do anymore because somebody else was there, which annoyed her. Those are the only reasonable things I could really think of. Otherwise, she's just being completely unreasonable. OP says, no, average white lady around my age, I'm guessing 45, dressed in joggers and t-shirt, and the best part is, she's not chatty. She just does her job and leaves. I know nothing about her or her life, and she doesn't know anything about mine either, or care to be honest. So, not quote-unquote hot lady, and only really potentially stopping girlfriend from doing something at his place that she couldn't do before because someone else is there. Which doesn't happen all the time because cleaning lady isn't there 24/7. First one's a cop-out, second one is a stretch. I don't believe the girlfriend. She's being weird and controlling. And she's resorting to ad hominem once again, calling him a man baby, saying, oh, look at you treating yourself. Blah, 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 blah. We always advocate for cleaning ladies in these subreddits, especially when people have kids and, you don't have enough time to look after yourself and your house. It's a great thing to have the luxury of someone that can take that load off of your hands. Yet she takes that for granted. She refuses to see the upsides of it. Or she does see the upsides of it and chooses to attack OP anyway. Screw her, OP. You don't need to waste your time on someone like that because if it's not this and you cave on this, what's next? Is there always going to be a next time that she has to correct something in your life because it's not perfect, it's not something that she agrees with? That sounds fucking exhausting. No thank you. Our next post is by user typicalattorney8487 and it's titled, Am I the asshole here for asking my friend to pay the remaining balance of the loan that I gave her after 17 months of waiting while pointing out all the other stuff that she wasted money on in that time? So this just happened this last month, and while I do have other friends and family backing me, what my friend said to me is eating at me, and I keep thinking that I'm the asshole. So thinking maybe an outside point of view is what I need. Note, throwaway account since they're on here and I'm second guessing even asking. Real names have been changed. This is over a cruise that I fronted the cash for. Me, female 34, and my friend Kim, female 33, booked the cruise in August 2023. By April 2024, they finished paying off the initial cost and then wanted to add more. Excursions, drink packages, etc., and the total of all that came to just over $450. A few weeks before the cruise, Kim told me that they started the steps to go through bankruptcy, and I said that I can easily cancel the trip since we had travel insurance and can get all our money back. Their spouse, male 37, and Kim told me not to worry and to just book the additional things and keep the trip. Cruise was May 2024. Afterwards, Kim started explaining how hard their bills were and they couldn't afford anything. I understood since I've been there and said she can just do payments of whatever they can afford. Over the next 17 months, May 2024 to October 2025, they only paid me 2 times of $50 each. She continued to complain that they couldn't afford anything nor pay me back, even though she was buying and doing a lot. She bought over $300 of Lego sets, $100 of video games, spent over $1,000 at Comic-Con, premium pass over $200, autographs of 3 celebrities over $400, photo ops with 2 celebrities over $400, plus Artist Alley purchases and food at the con since she didn't want to bring her own. Went to a few NHL games, attended a few concerts, and a few other things. Note, they paid for all of this and it wasn't gifts. I was with her when she did over half of these purchases. So, a few weeks ago, Kim posted that she just got tickets again to a concert next summer. I was curious and went on and saw the cheapest tickets available were just over $300 each. She got tickets for her and her spouse. So I messaged Kim asking if she was able to pay me back, and she said that they couldn't and was doing payments for the concert tickets. That's when I decided that I had enough and needed to get everything off my chest. I brought up to her that I've been offering payments as well and that she said they couldn't afford it. I went on to say I feel like she was taking advantage of me. Kim immediately blew up at me, saying that I was guilt-tripping her. She went on to say if I wanted it that bad, she would pay me off, but they won't be able to buy gas or food for the next few months. When I tried explaining why I felt the way I did and that they had 3 incomes in their household, her husband, and her father, when I only had mine, and pointed out a lot of the stuff that she bought, and I said that I didn't like how she's gaslighting me, she immediately started saying that I was toxic and delusional and that I valued money over friendship. In the end, I told her that if they're hurting that bad, she can keep the money, and I blocked her on all social media, frustrated and needing a break. Seeing I blocked her, she blew up again and said that I changed and I'm just proving that I don't care about people struggling and I'm in the wrong for only caring about money over our 20+ years of friendship. So now I'm questioning if I really was the asshole or not. Side note, no, this wasn't just over the money either. I always felt awkward around her because of some of the sketchy and questionable things that she has done, but the money was the final straw, I guess. In the comments, OP, take her to small claims court, get the money, and end this toxic friendship. OP says, I don't know if small claims court is worth the leftover $350-ish that she owes me. I've been told that it could be a few $100s to take someone to court. You just pay the filing fee. It's really simple to look up how much it costs for your county/city. OP says, it seems to be a lot cheaper than I heard from others who did it. Definitely will be looking into this more. Thank you. Not the arsehole, but I think you've learned a valuable lesson here. When you loan money, you need a contract. Even with friends, even with family. She is and has been taking advantage of you, so do not lend her money again even if you reconcile the friendship. From here on out, be very careful re-lending money. OP says, I thought I could trust her, especially since she paid the initial portion of the trip back, but after 17 months, it got frustrating waiting for the last bit, so I finally said something. When she said you had changed and didn't care enough about people, That is gaslighting because she wants to guilt you into letting it go so that she can continue to spend money on things that she wants. You did change. You stopped being a patsy and you set boundaries, and you did this because she was mowing you down. And actually, you were showing more care for others by taking care of yourself emotionally. An emotionally healthy person finds more bandwidth towards helping others. Reflect on this, please. Going forward, vow to continue to have healthy boundaries in all of your social interactions. When a person loses their shit because you have set a boundary and will not let them treat you badly, that's the tell. They value the money more than they value your friendship. In fact, they value it so much more that they are perfectly going to assault you, hate on you, gaslight you, and dump you. She was projecting her own behavior onto you so hard. I'm sorry this happened to you, and if this answer seemed a bit bossy or arrogant, I don't mean it to be at all. I think you're a brave person. Your life is going to continue to get better because you are no longer allowing other people to make it worse. OP replies, yeah, looking back on everything that's happened in our past, she was definitely using me in more ways than one. You're right, I did change, but for the better. I have a new backbone that I never had before. I'm always shocked that people allow things like this to go on for so long while seeing them splashing cash and never actually enforcing it with your friends. Like, you're so scared of confrontation that you just allow it to go on for a year and a half. Obviously, they are the arsehole, OP. Your friend is a piece of shit. Her husband is a piece of shit. They continue to do this. They are the bad guys. They are in the wrong. I am not going to discount that. They are terrible, manipulative people who are more than happy to burn a 20-plus year friendship over money, because they are more than happy to spit in your face and spend that money in your face and laugh at you. We need to stop making excuses for people like that, and we need to stand up for ourselves. Otherwise, they are just going to get more money out of you, and they are going to laugh at you harder because they do not give a fuck. So no, you're not the arsehole here for asking her to pay the remaining balance. She's a piece of shit for not doing it earlier, and she knows she is. And now, onto the update. So this update came a lot faster than I thought. I do want to thank everyone who gave their suggestions to take my now ex-friend to small claims court and, of course, end her friendship. Anyways, after multiple people saying that I need to take her to court, I decided to try once more to get my money back. I texted her and said that I will take her to small claims court if I must, but it isn't right that she promised to pay me back and hasn't. Of course, she started in on the sob story, saying that she and her husband will starve and may lose the house if she pays me back, and then got mad when I told her that she should just sell her concert tickets that she just bought, or cancel her Disneyland trip that I found out from a mutual friend that they were planning. She didn't reply for a while, and then ended up saying that unlike me, she is a true friend, and at least doesn't let money corrupt her and make her an evil person like I became, but she sent the remaining balance via Venmo. So I got my money back, all $373 that she owed left. I didn't reply, just wanting to be done with her, but I got one more long text saying that I shouldn't be gaslighting and berating her for not wanting to do a childhood dream of hers, which is going to the concert, and that I have spent money on things that I wanted, so she should be able to as well. That her tip money is for fun and not bills, so I have no right in telling her how to spend her tip money. She's glad that my true self is showing and that she needs supportive friends, not those who want her to suffer. After that text, I blocked her on everything. I was done. Thank you, Reddit, for helping me out with this situation. Some of the stuff that she said to me is still making me feel like a bad person, but I will say, once I completely blocked her, I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. And now that she paid me my money back, I'm going to go spend it on something to help me de-stress. In the comments, Cat Butler says, given the behavior that you described in your original post, it's easy to see why she was at risk of bankruptcy. Good grief. OP says, yeah, well, she went through with it. She was talking to a bankruptcy lawyer while we were on our cruise. Though I heard her tell him once when talking on the phone to him that she doesn't have good service because she's house-sitting for a friend in a bad service area. Lying to a bankruptcy lawyer really got me second-guessing a lot then, lol. but 17 months later, I'm glad to be able to cut ties officially. You're better off. You don't lend money that you can't afford to lose, but it's good that you got it back. When I was first married, my ex lent his cousin $1,000. It wasn't really money that we could afford to lose, but he did it without my knowledge. We never got the money back, but this cousin had no problem traveling to Europe twice yearly once he became successful. My ex wouldn't ask for the money, and to this day, it hasn't been repaid. I'm glad this all worked out for you. OP replies, yeah, the initial cost of the cruise was covered with travel insurance, and I told her that if it wasn't paid off by the deadline to get the money back if we cancelled, I would cancel it. So I'm sure that's why she's paid off the initial balance. But this extra money that I fronted for a few excursions and a beverage package for her didn't have as strict of a deadline. My parents even asked what would happen if she doesn't pay the extra back, and I said, I guess she wasn't my friend. But she paid the other back, so she should be good. So yeah, definitely no plans on loaning to friends again. She said that they were going to starve and lose the house, and the amount of money was $373. OP says, yeah. And I even offered her payment plans too. Even said that she can do $10 a month if needed. But yeah, after 17 months and seeing her get those concert tickets, I kinda lost it and went off on her, which is where the original post came in. But yeah, all of this over $373. Lol, that excuse is brazenly stupid. Although, to be fair, if you can't eat or house yourself without a $373 loan from someone, you are almost certainly going to be homeless in the near future. So it sort of tracks. Just think, you saved her from that fate 17 times already. OP says, so does that mean that I should consider myself a hero for saving her from that fate so many times? How much did she owe? You said that she paid the remaining $373. I was thinking that she owes you several thousand. OP says, originally, I fronted the money for the cruise and hotel the night before, over $2,500. But when I said if I don't have it paid off by the deadline to cancel and get the money back, I would cancel our reservations, and she actually paid that off. Then I fronted an additional $473 for the drink package and a few excursions. She only paid $100 back in the first few months after the cruise. So it was like 14 months and had no additional payments towards the remaining balance. This is just red flag after red flag here with this behavior. Look, they had no problem paying $2,500, but they're dragging their feet on that? On that remaining $373? She lied to the bankruptcy lawyer about her current situation, which was putting her in bankruptcy? She's gonna go homeless. This is like a Caleb Hammer episode right here. I bet he sees this story and he goes and asks OP, hey, what are her details? I need to get her on the show. This is insane. Because I can genuinely see that happening, like his PR team being like, she's a fucking train wreck. We need her. I'm glad that OP made this small claims court threat. To me, it kind of like reads as unnecessary to have to make a threat like that instead of just cutting off the friendship. It's a lot more work than need be, but a lot of people, they want to be able to make substantiated threats towards people that have done them wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just think it's a lot more effort than it's worth. But hey, good on you, OP, for standing up to her. Love to see it. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to end today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.